All right, we're gonna let it ride. I've got an air compressor that works. It'll take a little while to air the tire back up, but it'll get us out of here at least. So we've got a first problem of the trip, a leaky valve stem. So we made it up the mountain about 2 miles from the trailhead, and then we ran into a big snowbank here. We got through one, but that one up there looks like it's about 2 feet deep, and I don't have a shovel, so I don't want to try it. I think what we're going to do is end up cross country, and I think we can cut off about 3.5, maybe 4 miles. But you know, when you start talking about cross country in places you've never been before, it's kind of a flip of the coin, or as to whether or not it's actually worth it, because it could end up being more work than just walking the road. So. So we've got our first bit of bear sign here, and this doesn't look like a big bear, but it's really fresh. It's probably, I'd say, less than a day old, being as dry as it is. But right now, this time of year, these bears are feeding mainly on fresh, new grass. And this is just solid grass right here. So that's what we're looking for. Looking for these open slopes that get a little southerly exposure and get some sun. And those are going to be the ones that green up first, and that's where those bears are concentrating. So we're gonna keep heading up this ridge and see if we can't find some places we can glass out on these open slopes. Well, that 1.5 miles was more like almost 2 miles with all the zigzagging and switchbacking and everything. Do you see anything on this trail? What do you see on that trail?
Pine cones.
Do you see any boot tracks on that trail?
No.
That's right, because we're the first ones up here. Nobody else for miles and miles and miles. I love it. There we go. So looking at the horizon there, looks like we actually might have a few little showers moving in. You can see the rain coming down. I don't think it's dropping all the way to the floor, but there's definitely some up there. for dinner was dehydrated us, or freeze dried, some chicken pot pie. And I'm excited about it because I'm hungry. Well, the sun is setting and I am pretty much whipped. We've got a good campsite for the night and it's not calling for too much wind, so that's good. But I think we'll get up tomorrow and maybe go check on the other side of this little knob and hike up on top of this ridge and look off the other side and just see what we can see. But it's a beautiful evening. It's a little bit hazy, but temperature's perfect, no bugs, no noise at all. I can hear birds and running water. I like that. So first morning, it's beautiful, probably mid-morning or so. This is about when those bears start to get up. They're not super early risers, but there's a little finger ridge that is just down from where we camp, and we're gonna hike out to the end of this. And I think hopefully it's gonna give us a better vantage point back to some of those slopes that were just below us, and then to the other side here, which is the direction that we came from yesterday. But we'll walk out here and just see what we can see. We'll do a little bit of glassing, and then depending on what we see or don't see, we might head back up the ridge above camp and see what kind of vantage point we can get from up there. So this slope down below this is absolutely gorgeous. Wouldn't surprise me at all if a bear stepped out right here at any minute. But there's a bunch of little patches down here that I can see, and then on this opposite face.
So we've been glassing this basin pretty much all day long and haven't seen anything. We've seen a couple of piles of bear scat, one fresh one over on the ridge, and then one that looked like it was a few days old up here. But we haven't seen any bears yet. But I don't know, sun's setting, and we're gonna be heading back to the tent here before long. I know there's a bear in this basin somewhere. It's just we haven't seen it. Way back and heard some thunder, and it looks like we've got a huge thunderstorm coming this way, building a big anvil cloud up here. So I'm just throwing some rocks on the stakes. The soil up here is terrible for stakes, so I'm just trying to keep everything battened down. Hopefully the tent doesn't blow off of us tonight whenever this thing rolls in. So we've got a major storm front over here that's moving this way. I'm hoping that it's going to skirt us to the south. But it is sounding angry. I've got the tent battened down as best I can. Reinforced the stakes with stones and guide out the side, so hopefully we can make it through this without getting the tent blown off into the next county. Crossing our fingers. Well, it is not missing us. We're gonna get this thing full force. Wish us luck. So keep your stuff, you need to like put your stuff kind of in the edge of your pack, you know, so it's not scattered all over the place. fast the wind's blowing, but it's gusting pretty good. It's caving the side of the tent in. Everything seems to be holding so far. Not going to be much sleeping in this stuff. I think the worst is past. It's the big gusts seem to have abated a little bit, so hopefully it's on its way out. Was that fun?
No. Can't wait till we're experiencing this in a sailboat.
Oh yeah. Well, that's not something that I want to repeat anytime soon.
So let's not camp on top of a ridge anymore.
Yeah. All right, I think the worst of it's behind us. See you in the morning. Just like this misty, rainy, yucky nastiness. It's clearing up. I think it might dry out. Oh man, it was like freaking pea soup when I first stuck my head out the tent this morning. Look at this. This is freaking beautiful. So my initial excitement when I walked out of the tent this morning, saw the break in the weather, was pretty short-lived because the fog has rolled back in, and it's been this way for several hours. So, you having fun? Not much going on. So we're having these little bands of mist and fog that come through, and I'm hoping that it's going to clear up so we can get out here and do a little bit of glassing. But it's really cooled off. It's probably high 30s, low 40s right now. Really humid, so that kind of wetness just cuts into you a little bit. But when the fog does, or when we do have a break in the fog, it's absolutely gorgeous. So it's about 1 o'clock. We're finally getting a little bit of a break in the weather. And so we're gonna head back down this ridge where we've been glassing this basin down here and just keep looking at it. I know there's a bear in there. We just haven't seen it yet. Just gotta put in the time and hopefully be able to find it. But I think that's really our only option for being able to find a bear that I can actually get out of here by myself. So we're gonna give it a try.